I'm a Data Center Dynamics 2014. I'm talking to Victor Avelar, Research Analyst and Director of the Data Center Science team at Schneider Electric. Victor, can you tell us a little bit about the work of the Data Center Science team, please?
Sure, absolutely. The team's about 10 years old, and our main output is white papers. Now, I don't know if any of you have read any white papers, but I'd like to start by clarifying how much work goes into a white paper, because I don't think people quite understand the amount of time and work that goes into these papers. Now, first of all, we're taking very complex topics. Might not seem complex to a lot of people, a lot of engineers, but we tend to talk to the IT customer. The IT customer knows their IT, they knows their network. They don't necessarily know power and cooling, for example. So we have to take these complex topics and boil them down to something that's short. 6 to 10 pages is ideal. And anyone who's tried writing will find it very difficult to get something concise in less than 10 pages. And we're trying to do this with complex topics. So I think it's important to clarify the amount of work that goes into doing just that.
How many downloads are you seeing of those white papers?
So we were tracking all downloads from all sources a few years ago, and we topped out at about a little over 9 million downloads. And it speaks volumes to the credibility of the papers and the usefulness that, we hear anecdotal evidence from our customers. This helped me make this decision, or I really appreciate the help that you did in planning a data center. I completely forgot about steps 1, 2, and 3, and a lot of these things are really appreciated by our customers that went through the process and used our papers to help them out.
What sort of background do your research analysts have?
Good question. So we like to have a mix. We like to have a mix of electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and journalism. We've had actually 2 members over the years that have writing background, and it comes in handy. One, because they can put words to paper, but they can also understand some of the complexities in the technical and put them down on paper in a way that customers can understand and not have to read, a Wikipedia page to understand what something is. And this is the difficult part about it is, take something like power factor. One of our most popular papers is the difference between a watt and a VA. The difference between watts and VA is very popular. Why? Because we took a very complex topic, and this was actually done by one of the founders of APC, Neil Rasmussen, took a very complex topic and boiled it down to a 6 to 7 page paper, and really just had people understand, now I understand the difference. And it's incredibly helpful for our customers.
Victor, how many white papers are in the library today, and how often are you creating new topics?
Oh, good question. I think we're up to about 154 papers released to the public today, and we typically run about 10 to 13 or 14 new papers every year. And this year we're running about 14 new papers, and I think we're up to like 17 revisions. So we do revise some of the older papers.
As a company that is obviously has a big investment in technology, how do you avoid, how do you stop yourselves getting a little bit embroiled in the jargon that's associated with technology and keep communicating in clear, kind of uncluttered language?
Well, part of it has to do with the shows that we're at today. I mean, our team spent the better part of the day talking to customers in our Voice of Customer session. Incredibly helpful to hear the words directly from the customer's mouths, like what are their pain points, what are the challenges they go through, what are some of the regulations that they contend with, and then we start thinking, hey, this is a theme, I think this is a white paper topic, choosing a power strip, why not use a 3-phase power strip versus a single-phase power strip, what are the implications of that? Tiny little topics that we don't necessarily think about until we talk to customers and say, hey, this is an issue. We can't write these papers in a bubble. So being at these types of events is incredibly useful, and we need to do more of it.
Victor, thanks very much for talking to us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.